There's two sides to social isolation. I do feel there's a positive and there's a negative. There's times where we need to be alone. We need to go into ourselves deeply and explore ourselves at a further level. And I feel like some of the influences that we have around us sometimes can be overwhelming for certain people, and we sometimes do need that space for ourselves. But then we have to also acknowledge that our brains are literally wired for meaningful connections, for deeper social experiences. So it's like, how do we find that balance? You get me? Because I feel like, sometimes you can be too open to other people's energy and that may affect you. But then at the same time, you might be someone that really just wants to be in your own space a lot of the time. And I feel like I've sort of learnt from both of those aspects, but it is important to have a balance because meaningful connections really do benefit your well-being. So we can't just be out there connecting with people that aren't on our frequency, that aren't aligned with who we are and our actual goals and aspirations. Like, we need people that are going to support us in every area of our lives and every feeling and emotion we feel. So that's why it's important to have people you can actually lean on, people that are there for you no matter what, that you can feel. And you're like, you know what, I look at you and you're a reflection of me, like on a deeper level. Everyone's a reflection of each other, but there's some people you would connect with on a really deeper level. And I feel like those people should also be able to appreciate your space when you need to be alone, when you need to kind of isolate yourself. But I feel like there should be some people that you have around you sometimes that are real and honest with you when you do get into those kind of deep states of aloneness. And I feel like it's so easy to slip into these deep places, especially if you are somebody who may work from home, or you are somebody that is in, even if it's in a workplace where you feel like you're very isolated and there's no one really to talk to. And I feel everybody has different ways of being isolated if they're ever isolated. But I think there is a similarity that we all kind of share, and it comes down to the energy that we do have around us and what does that actually look like. Because with myself, I can only connect with a few people. I am not somebody who can connect with a bunch of different types of energies. Like, I really do need to have a selection of people who I trust, people who I know think alike, who think in alignment with me. And I've noticed myself over the years kind of slip into more of an introverted kind of lifestyle. I'm more focused on myself, more focused on the close connections I have around me. But then it's taught me to try and like be a bit more open, be a bit more out there, because I used to be a lot more. So I think we can all go through different phases in life, which is like this. But then I think it's really important to have those people because it increases our happiness, our like immunity, our like well-being, everything. That I've never had better moments in my life when there's people around me that connect on such a deep frequency. And I think it's because of how deep I know myself and how deep like I know this world to be, how deep I see life. When I see people around me that connect on that level, it's so amazing. And those are like literally the best times of my life. So anybody who's out there, yeah, that's literally like feels like they're stuck in a space where it's just them, it's okay. But I also want to let you know that there's people out there that relate to you. There's people out there that feel you, because there's so many people that are compatible with other people. Like, don't ever think that there's nobody who isn't there for you, because there's always somebody. Sometimes you don't have to be so spoken, so outgoing, and so like, energetic or extroverted. Maybe I'm not saying extroverted people are very energetic. I'm just saying, like, you don't have to be like that to connect with people that are alike with you, and to connect with people, because you can still be kind of like introverted but have a really good connection with certain people. That is like very amazing if that's the case, because you can literally, it means you can go places and you'll connect with people that you see as similar to you. Sometimes it's just about being a bit more spontaneous as well. Like, it's so easy to stay in your rooms, to stay in your house and just like chill like all the time and like just do your own thing. But then you never know what might happen if you just put yourself in, out of your comfort zone, in a space that you wouldn't expect yourself to be in. Like, you don't know what kind of can come out of that. Or even just reconnecting with people that you haven't seen in a while. Like, that has done the most for me, just like linking up with people I haven't seen for a while. And you might meet new people through them. Like, there's so many different ways. And I think connections are one of the biggest, most important things in this world. Like, if there's anything I feel like we could all take from this life, it's the connections we've made, the relationships we've had with other people. Like, it gets very deep, like deeper than how we see it, I believe. Like, I believe that these connections are very important. And yeah, I just know sometimes that people can get into the like, how do I say this? People can get into like a daze of like loneliness. And I feel like this phase can really like eat on your thoughts. Like, you start to overthink things a lot and start to overthink things and see things in a different perspective. But sometimes that perspective can kind of go into a tunnel. Whereas when you have other people around you, you can have brighter perspectives. Like, you get to communicate and see different perspectives towards different situations and different thoughts and thought processes that you have. And I think that's why it's also so important to have people that you can speak to. Like, you don't have to tell everyone your business, of course, but to an extent, like, you can really get more insight just from being around other people, like more awakenings, more life experience. And yeah, like, we only have this from what we know. Like, I'm gonna keep it 100% real with you. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know anything other than the present moment. All I know is that I'm here now. All I know is that I'm making this video right in this moment, this second. I appreciate it. I'm able to connect with amazing people on this platform. Like, this is crazy. The people that I've already met that resonate on this frequency. And I'm telling you, there's people that will resonate on your frequency too. And there probably already is, but there's more and more and more. Do you know how big the world is? The world is massive. Like, we can't just be staying in these boxes, these rooms. Like, we really do have to go out. We have to go out. We have to explore. We have to see the world for what it is, because there's beauty, there's paradise in this world. But so many of us are just trapped in this box, this like suppression that we place ourselves in, but we don't have to be there. It's a choice. And always remember, it's a choice. Nobody else can control us. We are in complete control of us. We're in complete control of where we go and the direction we want to go in. So from there, we take ourselves to where we need to go and be open to new possibilities and connections, because it's probably one of the most important things that we're going to get out of life. And that is the end of the video. That's just my perception on social isolation, just like being away from people. I think it's important to be with people. As much as we can debate and say, okay, cool, but I need to be by myself. Yeah, you can, as much as you want. I'm somebody who's always by myself, but I know when it's time. I know that I do need to still connect with people. And fortunately, I do have family around me, like my siblings and my mom, and like I'm very fortunate, and my partner as well. But I know there's levels to it. There is certain other connections you need, such as friends as well. They're very important. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on this topic. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and you want to support the channel, feel free to subscribe, like and comment, and let me and get to know me. I would love to get to know more of you, and I appreciate those who are already supporting. And I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.